He's known for being a translator for Mao Zedong and also for spending 16 years serving 2 prison sentences in China. Now at 91, Sidney Rittenberg is still going strong. He's back in Beijing just as the Communist Party Congress is underway. We caught up with him to ask him about his outlook on Chinese politics and the new leadership.
My impression of Xi Jinping is quite positive. First, because I knew his father very well. His father was a very good man, in my opinion, probably the most democratic-minded member of the old party leadership. I hope that some of the father rubbed off on the son. I think there's some reason to think that it did. Another thing is that I think he's shown a very positive attitude towards creating fair conditions for foreign investment. I like what I know about him. The question in my mind is, as I think in most people's, how much is he really going to be able to do? He's not going to be a dominant leader like Deng or Mao. He's going to have to create a consensus in the leading body, and that's not going to be easy to do. There is enormous opposition to real thoroughgoing reform, both political and economic.
What was your initial reaction when you heard Bo Xilai was taken down?
Great, great. I was very happy. It's very simple. These people in Beijing are really very conservative. Nothing at all radical about them. Their main concern really is stability, protecting the party's leadership, rule. Anybody that jumps that high and yells that loud is not going to be tolerated. Doesn't matter who he is or what he advocates. Plus, they don't like what he advocates. I think his wife's involvement in a murder case and his Gestapo police chief going to the American consulate, all this was very convenient, made it very easy for them to do it. But I think they would have done it anyway.
Corruption is not just at a Bo Xilai level. Corruption in the Communist Party almost seems to the outsider endemic today. Will there be other high-level scandals that we'll be seeing, high-level purges again?
Hard to say. It's part of the system now. You know, there've been exposures recently of several of the top people. Their families accumulate wealth by using their name. Everybody knows that. Everybody's always known that. There are people in the outgoing team that I feel fairly certain if they ever decided to really go into their laundry and check up on them, there's no question that they would be dealt with.
But all this is not very in line with the original communist spirit. So what is the Communist Party today? Are there any communists left in it? Do you think maybe they need to find a new name for their party?
I think that would be a great idea, but it's not likely to happen. Some people in China have suggested that they change it to Social Democratic Party or Democratic Socialist Party, but this is not encouraged, not encouraged. It has nothing whatsoever to do with the communist spirit. I mean, Uncle Karl Marx would be spinning in his grave if he saw what's being done in his name.